right, guys, it is Friday and we are arriving pretty late here in the afternoon. Had lots to do, orders, and just literally got a video out. So let's see if there's anything left for us in this Goodwill. All right, looks like they have the same clothing racks that they had out yesterday. Maybe not this one. I'll have to see. The other stuff definitely looked familiar. This one looks like I've seen this as well. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. And this one too. Looks like they haven't put anything away today. Let's go see if we have some new stock cards out for us. This is kind of where I head first. All right. Looks like they've got a whole lineup for us. So let's dig in and see what we can find. All right, so far I found this Carhartt. Now, this isn't huge money, but this is something that's probably going to be personal. And then I also found this Federico Mahora. No idea about this. Definitely be looking into that. So this is cool. This is actually a Webkins, but if it had the code with it, I'd definitely be picking it up. But it doesn't, so we're going to leave it. So this is tempting. It is $15, but check this thing out. It's from Bass Pro Shop. It's exactly what it is in there. I believe it's vintage, as you can tell by the graphic there. I don't know. There isn't any of this specific brand, which is the Bass Pro Shops. There's actually another brand that's sold for $100 with shipping. They're asking $15. This thing's really heavy. Probably costs around $20 to ship, so I'll probably end up leaving it. I just don't want to mess with something like this. Alright, so I found a couple more clothing racks that came out. I think I haven't seen this one yet, so I started going through it and I recognize this name. It's actually, I believe, a local college here. So it looks like it's just a regular jacket and then they had this embroidered. Not sure if this is going to be any value, but I did pick up a sweatshirt not too long ago that sold very quickly, which had the same name on it, but it was vintage. So we might be picking this up. We'll look at other comps. Alright, so here is a brand that I actually look out for. Sometimes this stuff takes a little bit to sell, but this is a really good size. It's a Spider size large active shirt. So I think with that, we're going to go ahead and grab it. Came across this jacket and I was like, oh, this could be really good because as you can see, it is definitely a vintage USA swingster. It's got this really cool patch on it, but after further examination, it's got a nice little hole and lots of wear on the bottom. So this could have been good, probably around 30, 40 if it was in better shape. Check out this beauty, guys. This is super cool. It's by a company called Tantrums, which isn't the best brand, but they do these really cool like jackets, sometimes in the back too, but unfortunately this one's not worth picking up. You'd probably get about $20, but for $7.99 we're going to put it right back on the rack. Alright, so checking out the appliances and electronics area, and I found this Blu-ray DVD player. So it is new in there. I did check to make sure everything was in there, and it is. They are asking $10, so I'll be paying up just a little bit on this, but this should sell around $45.50 for us, so I think that's good enough profit. Easy list, easy ship. So I came across really cool silverware. It's actually Oneida and some Melissa style. I Google image searched it. They have them all individually for 25 cents. And I would say there's probably at least 50 to 100 pieces here of that brand, but they won't sell it as a set. And for 25 cents each, I just think it's way too much to put into it. The Melissa style doesn't sell for crazy amounts. So if they eventually sell it as a set, I'll probably go ahead and purchase it. But as of now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave it. But definitely be on the lookout for silverware, especially if you can get it in sets, because it can do really well as sets or individually. All right, guys, I'm in the mug section, and I usually don't spend too much time in here. I just kind of skim through. But I'm so glad that I ended up looking here at the last minute. I found this Starbucks. I believe it's 2015. It is one of the Sirens Starbucks. It's in pretty good shape, as you can see, and they're only asking $2.99 for this. This thing's going to do really, really well. All right, so not a bad little haul for our quick trip into the thrift. We're actually heading to go pick up my husband at work and start on another video for you guys. So stay tuned for all of the goodies. All right, gonna check out this new stock card here. I did find a few things actually that I'm pretty excited about, if I can find them again. So I think the first one was, maybe it was this. So it's a brand called Ellie. I've never heard of it before. So I'm going to go ahead and look up that. That's a little logo. And then this. I always look at denim overalls because I'm always looking for Carhartt. But check these out. These are actually vintage USA overalls. And those are definitely going to come with me. So I think the best thing on this rack so far is this Carhartt hoodie. But depending on the size, this may go to one of my family members. Maybe my husband. Oh, it's actually a medium. Men's medium. Might be able to sell this one. That would be nice. And then the other thing that I found, I've actually found a couple of these, and I have picked them up, but I haven't sold them yet. They're not exactly like this, but they are the American Fighter, which I guess this brand can do okay. But I haven't had any luck selling the ones that I do have, so we'll have to look up this one. I see some new stock carts. Let's dig in and check them out. Backpack for $10. I don't even see a brand on this. It's probably an Amazon brand, maybe. Not sure about that. Oh, got some mason jars. I wonder if those are worth picking up for my daughter. $5. I don't know about that. I'll ask her. Alright, so I ended up picking this up off of the new stock card. I just think it's really cool. I don't even know what this thing is. It's definitely handmade. And that, what is that for? I have no idea. It's very interesting. Unfortunately, they did not sign it or date it that I can see. But I'm going to Google images and see if I can find out what this is. So stay tuned for that. The toys area, and I came across this, which is actually a really cool Polly Pocket, but it's not worth much. It's definitely not vintage, so we're gonna leave that. But I did find this at the corner of my eye. I just happened to see this, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then check this out. I was looking for a date or name, company name or anything, and look at this. Fisher Price, 1979. That's so old. So I guess it's like this little house and has these little characters and chairs in it for $2.99. I think we're definitely be picking that up. Oh, that's cute. Noah's Ark. I'm not sure if that's goes with it. I'm not sure if that's an ark. Who knows? Gonna look it up. I just have to show you guys some of these things. So our Goodwill has so much great vintage things, and I've definitely hit it out of the park many, many times. These things won't make you a ton of money, but I just thought I'd show you just because they're super cool. Really cute. Made in the USA. It's just like a little drawing pad. I remember those back in the day. These photo frame keys, like I had these for my kids. Like, it's so old school. And then check out these staples. Like, seriously? And even this one, same thing. Like, people keep their stuff forever. And then this thing, I don't even know what it is. It's some sort of fan, but it's got like a button thing. No, it was originally like $5.88, and now Goodwill's selling it for $1.99. But I don't know. Are these things worth anything? I might be looking this up. It's just really, really cool. Never seen anything like this. And that's why I love thrifting, because you just never know what you're going to find. So speaking of vintage, I actually just sold from here. I had it probably a couple months, and calendar just sold that for I think over $70, and I picked it up for $1. So yeah, totally cool. All right, so I'm a little on the fence with this. They only went $4.99 for it. It's got the lid, as you see, and it's the cornflower. Definitely vintage, as you guys know. Or if you don't know, this is actually vintage Corningware made in the USA. This is actually a big boy. This one's the 4-quart, so it's a really good size. So I might pick it up. Should do okay on it. I'm just a little hesitant because I have to ship this. And I don't like shipping big, breakable stuff. But this should do okay in shipping. People do it every day, so I shouldn't be afraid, right? All right, so I guess I could just convince myself. I'll pick it up. Just looking in the scrubs, I always kind of thumb through here just to see if I can find any of the quality, which I like the Grey's Anatomy. I actually wear them myself, even though I'm not a nurse. They are super comfy. But Grey's Anatomy, they can do okay. Also, there's a couple more brands like Figs that do really well. And speaking of Figs, this is probably my first one that I've ever picked up or going to pick up. It has a little plus sign here. And then here you can see, right here it says Figs in there as well. So this is an extra small, which isn't the best. But I really couldn't find any of these listed or sold. So I know that Figs can do really well. We're going to be paying $5 for these. I think it's going to be an okay flip, even if it's just bread and butter. Just super cool to find my first Figs. So I was just going to look through the scrub tops here to see if I had a match to the Figs pants. Unfortunately, it didn't, but I did come across 2 Carhartt ones. Now, you would think that Carhartt, anything would do well, but honestly, this is an exception to that rule because Carhartt scrubs don't do well. Now, if you got them for like super cheap, I would say 50 cents or $1, I'd pick them up and probably lot them together. You could probably get a sale out of that, but paying $5, they're just not worth more than that, unfortunately. Check out this shirt here. It is called Real Workwear, which I don't think it's a high-end brand by any means, but look at this style. This is what's going to sell it. So there's just some brands out there that don't normally do well, but if they got a cool look to them, they can do well even if it's not a great brand. It's got all the little pearl snap buttons on it, which are great. Also, it has a little bit of boogers or something on it, so that's gross, but that won't be easy to get off. But I'm just noticing right here there's actually a little hole, so I think we're gonna leave this. I don't think it would take much to stitch that, but with the boogers and the hole, I think we're gonna have to leave it. It's been a while since I actually found a pair of shoes here, and I actually found some Justin boots, and they didn't mark them up, so these are going to be regular price, which I believe are, I want to say $6.99, so not too bad. Justin isn't all that in a bag of chips anymore, but they still should do pretty well. And sell them on eBay if my husband or son-in-law doesn't steal them first. All right, so I think we're actually leaving the store. We haven't been in here too long, but it's freezing in here today.
I can't feel my fingers anymore. I lied. They're numb.
And they did bring out a lot of carts, which I was happy. So I was able to go through a lot of those in the clothing racks. And I did find several clothing items that you guys already saw. Also the vintage. I'm not sure what it is yet, but you guys will see it in the video. Got those Justin boots. And just a couple other random stuff. So not too bad of a trip to our local Goodwill. So let's get on out of here and we will catch you on the flip side.